So part of the reason why I needed Ricardo to move out, instead of me just going to stay with a friend, is because of my allergies. I'm allergic to most everything. This morning I found a bloody dog. And a bloody dog. This morning, yep. I woke up and forgot to get coffee yesterday, and I was like, motherfucker. So I just threw on some clothes real quick, and I was going to run over to Safeway looking all haggard and grab me some coffee so I could have a fresh cup before I got started. And in the cul-de-sac, it was raining. There was a beagle, a little tiny beagle. I had seen it running around the day before. I thought maybe it was the new neighbor's dog, and they just kind of let it roam the neighborhood. I don't know. I didn't really think much of it yesterday, and then I see the dog in the cul-de-sac under the street lamps, and it's raining all around, and her tail is between her legs, and you can just tell something's wrong. Something's really wrong with her. And then I think back to when I had woken up in the morning. I'd been laying in bed, and I was mad at myself for sleeping too long, and I heard her baying, and I mean the whole cul-de-sac was instantly a frenzy of noise and the sound of this dog, and it sounded like a coon dog tracking something. So I didn't really think anything of it at first. And then I see her in the cul-de-sac, and I realized that something had gotten her, and that sound wasn't her chasing something. It was her fighting off something. And I walked up to her, and she let me scoop her up, and I could tell that something was wrong. And I got her inside, and she was all bloody. And she just looked at me, and my little dogs were jumping around me, and so I put them in the bathroom, and she looked at me with these big, sad eyes that said, "Please help me." And so I tried to call my vet, and they were closed, and I couldn't get them to pick up their emergency line, and mostly because I was dialing the wrong number because I was so freaked out. Then I called the other one that I know is always open, and they told me that I needed $80 or they wouldn't see the dog. And I was like, I don't have any money. I said, I'm losing my house. And I said, this dog is hurt. It needs help right now. And they're like, well, you can call the Humane Society. They're probably closed, so you could leave animal control. So you could leave a number and they'll call you back. And I said, I don't know if this dog is going to make it that long. I'm sneezing. That's why I sound like this. So I start knocking on doors and my neighbors because I'm thinking I got to find somebody. And my neighbor Kay, she opened the door. They moved back into the neighborhood because they had lost their house in the economy. And anyway, she opened up the door, and I told her, I said, I don't have money to help this dog, and it's bleeding. And she said, I'll take it. And so we went together, took the dog in, and I think she's going to make it. She was microchipped, and yeah, it was a stressful morning. It's been a really hard morning, and I knew that I needed to take a shower right away, but then the bank called, and then it's been kind of one thing after the next, and so I found a bloody dog this morning, and I have her fur all over me, and her blood, and my house has smeared poop, and I have a photo shoot in an hour, and I'm sneezing, and I can't breathe out of my nose. But I will say one thing about time. When we went to the vet, as we were leaving, they did find the owner. They said, thank you so much for bringing the dog in. She said, we get calls all the time from people saying, there's an injured dog in my area or in my yard. I can tell that it's injured. I can see that it's bleeding, but I have to go to work, or I'm busy. Or she said, there's always people calling saying, come get this animal, but nobody ever takes the time to actually stop and make the effort to do anything about it. And she said, thank you for doing that. She said, now this dog is taken care of. So that was a win, and now I'm sneezing and sick because God thinks it's really funny to make me allergic to everything. But He has blessed me with the good sense to do what I need to do even if it makes me sick. And that's kind of how I feel about the whole divorce thing. I'm doing what I need to do because it needs to be done so that my daughter can have some stability. because what I thought was stable was not. I need to take a shower. It's now 10:49.